Hi friends, it's Tuesday, March 10th, 2015. Lynn and Jamie here, continuing our assignment. We've been working with Stan the scientist and his kid sister Josie for this last day and a half. And our intention right now is to continue that process, to do whatever is ours to do right now in all dimensions to trigger the awakening right now. And with that, it begins. I feel like I'm very actively inside that chemical reaction, very actively a part of the process.
I feel bubbly, fizzy, popping.
And this reaction is cooking through chemical cooking. There's no heat source underneath it. It's just
It's true.
powering through the process. It looks much better than the first batch.
That's
I don't
true.
smell that funny
Acrid smell.
Yes, and the color isn't perfect, but it's close. So let's tune it. Let's get it there. Yeah, we can get it there. That's why this ingredient is so important, is that it has the ability to be what is needed.
That's true.
So let's just tune. We can get the right pitch, the right frequency. Right now it's almost like a pH strip that's been handed down. Go for this vibration.
That's true.
Okay, we can tune to that. Basic tuning work. And let's get it tuned to perfect alignment also. Oh, there's lots of twists and tangles in the alignment. Isn't that interesting? It might be in Stan's energy body, but the scientist influences the experiment in ways not yet understood.
That's
so the
true.
twists in Stan's energy body kind of transfer to the experiment. So as we're all merged together, we can straighten this up, and it's straightening up for all of us.
Yes,
for all of
that's
us.
true.
I checked Josie, but it seems to be coming from Stan. Check me on that.
Yes, that's true.
It's okay. This is an opportunity for self-healing. Stan, let's do this. He seems thumbs up willing.
Yeah. 3 big blobs.
Yes. For Stan, they feel like traumas.
Ooh, that feels true. Big traumas that were lodged low.
Yes, foundational traumas.
Yeah.
Could be childhood, could be past life.
It could be.
Big traumas.
And now there's like lots of little bubbles. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Yes,
Bloop,
I
bloop,
feel
bloop,
those.
bloop, bloop.
May we improve upon this process. How may we make this even better?
It's just some stuff stuck in the
Tuning.
back.
Tuning to perfect pitch.
Tuning.
Tuning to perfect pitch.
There
Pitch
we
of
go.
the soul, the destiny. Pitch of the destiny for this experiment, for Stan, for Josie, for all of it. Tuning to the destiny. What it seems this disease is that Josie has is something that strikes predominantly children,
Yeah.
and it seems to strike, if I were a betting person, I'd say it strikes the children who are coming here to this planet to make a difference, kind of like autism
This feels true.
does on Earth. And because it isn't, there's no known treatment for it, instead of making the difference they've been born to make, these people are rotting in institutions
That's true.
and in long forgotten back rooms in family homes.
That's true.
And that's craziness. And so Stan and Josie have incarnated together
Yeah.
with that age difference the way it is, so that when Josie falls ill, Stan will create the solution not just for Josie but for all these children, and therefore for this planet,
That's
who
true.
is also ready to awaken. It's time for it to awaken
That's
in the
true.
larger sense of channels up, discerning what's mine to do in any moment. What
That's
is the
true.
situation called for? What is my soul plan calling for right now? To have that kind of awakening, in addition to awakening Josie and all it feels like millions of children on this planet.
That's definitely true.
Yes, have this disease. It's as widespread as polio used to be before the Jonas Salk vaccine.
It's true.
Equally hard to diagnose.
That's true.
Equally, there is no known treatment.
It's true.
And it seems to be worse than polio in that it puts people in this what appears to be a vegetative state.
Right.
But
It's
they're
true.
in there, they're just trapped inside a shell.
That's true.
And so Stan's soul plan is to crack the egg open
Yeah.
and let Josie out, and thereby let out all these children, and thereby maybe get the awakening going on this planet.
It's true.
So that's the pitch we're tuning to. That's a beautiful destiny, tuning to the
true.
And when I start to tune to that pitch, this chemical reaction smells different and looks different.
Yes, better.
More
better.
powerful.
It's true.
Stan's taking notes. He hasn't seen that color. It's like it's turning blue. Like blue.
Really bright blue.
Like electric blue.
Yes.
Well, it's the color of truth and true love in action, positive proactivity.
That's true.
We know that now. So actually it's not a surprise that that's what color this is turning. He just didn't see it coming.
That's true.
And he's scratching his head. It's like, and he's looking at the ingredient list and looking at the process and saying, well, where's this even coming from? It's coming from that one ingredient.
Yeah.
And now balance, tuning to perfect balance between that perfect pitch and the immediate present. So bringing that pitch fully into this chemical reaction, fully into Stan himself. Ooh. Oh, and maybe as fully as Josie is willing to merge. Look at her. Her eyelids are fluttering.
That's true.
Stan, get the camera.
That's true.
Just sit here near this beaker.
Record.
And watch what happens just sitting near the beaker. Her eyelids are fluttering.
And there's like a finger twitch.
Yes. Tuning. Now, let's tune to the perfect vibration of the empowered future. We have enough to live the lives we've come here to live. We are enough to be who our souls want us to be. We can do it. Look, she's opening an eye.
There we go.
There's an eye.
Tuning.
My story is he's got the camera going.
Yep. 2 eyes.
There's the second eye. She's there too. Look, her soul is right there in the eye.
That's true. Starting to smile.
Yes. Play the grace that's available for this project. This looks impossible, that this is fundamentally the same experiment as the first one.
That's true.
I can see I can see through Stan's eyes. He's looking at this one and looking at the old one and saying, how is it even possible?
That's true.
Well, first, you got pure ingredients to work with. Those 4 or 5, you had maybe 5 compounds that were impure, that were cut with filler. You got from a lab with low standards.
That's true.
And that won't work. Only top quality pure ingredients will work. You really have to test for purity, and you did that for this second batch, and so that number 1 counts. And number 2, since yesterday you've sent those emails that needed to be sent, and you made those phone calls that needed to be made.
That's true.
And that may sound unrelated, but things are far more interwoven than we think they are. You took the actions that you needed to take, and that's why Josie's eyes are open before she's even swallowed this. She's just sitting next to it. Josie, you're awake now, so may we have your permission to merge? Yes. And now we'll start to groom Josie's energy body directly, no longer needing to do this in a group healing. We have her permission. Now we can merge and groom. Whoa, there's some gunk there.
Yeah.
It's from what this feels like. This is once she became unable to communicate, listening to all these people who were saying she's brain dead and not being able to respond.
That's true. Ooh, big gloves.
She's not brain dead. That's craziness. She's starting to move. Her head is moving a little bit. Stan, I hope you have that camera going.
It's rolling.
Once more, to remove all those nonsense things that people said in Josie's presence like she couldn't hear.
That's true.
She can hear you just fine, and so can all those other children.
That's true.
And all those other people who were once children
That's
and
true.
now are, I'm so sorry, now
They're
are just
alive.
like warehouse. They're alive inside of there. Stop talking to them as if there was no possibility, because you can see that that's untrue. Look at this. Maybe we could treat a lot of them just with one beaker in the middle of them. Maybe we don't have to make expensive pills.
That could be.
It's possible. I don't know.
It's possible.
Depends on how much grace is involved.
She's starting to wiggle.
She is. It's like she's thawing from the top down.
It is
how
like she's thawing. Yes, it's true.
And
It's like the lights are turning back on.
Yes, the lights are turning on. That's how it looks. Like an apartment building where the lights are coming on from the top floor on down. Or a Christmas tree where the lights are turning on from the top on down. Ooh. But what I'm aware of is like this big flow of energy that's beginning to come up from beneath. And now there's some big presence in the room. Ooh, it isn't Stan's guide, it isn't Josie's guide, it's the one who's here for
this planet.
For this planet, or maybe, or certainly for all of these children.
That's true.
And people who were once children, everyone impacted by this, and it's time, it's like it's calling to all of these people because they all came with the same mission. None of them have as yet been able to fulfill it, but as they awaken, look at what a powerful force they will be if they choose to work together. And it's like that's what this big being is doing. It's calling to them right now as the shells are about to crack open. The shells are about to crack open. They haven't cracked open. It's like, heads up, friends, this is what's about to happen for you, and here's why. So you can work together, all of you, to get all of your channels up right now. Now is the time. And when you do it, maybe, just maybe, it'll be enough to awaken the entire planet. Check me on that.
That's true.
A really big being. And this big being it's like unplugging people from machines. It's like saying, stand up, walk, vegetative no longer.
It's true, unplug.
And Josie is kind of wiggling.
Yeah, moving forward in the chair and then back. Her legs are starting to twitch, move.
Stan, his eyes are just crying tears. He's not sobbing, but tears are running down his face.
It's a miracle, he keeps saying. It's a miracle.
And he keeps pinching himself. He thinks he's dreaming. He thinks it's a dream. He keeps pinching himself.
Josie made a little laugh sound.
Yeah.
The first sound.
Yeah, the first sound. Did you get that on film?
Yes, there it is. It's recorded.
Yeah. Okay, Josie, let's do this some more. Let's wake up. So, Josie, you're going to lead the way for everybody else who's been frozen just like this. So right now, channels up, Josie. Channels up to a higher power. We aren't the deciders for our lives. You see how this life is a beautiful gift. Those who've never had life taken away don't appreciate it for the beautiful gift it is. They treat it like it's just nothing, like it's issued to them that they deserve it. And you now can recognize that it's an amazing gift and that you're here for a reason, and the reason is obviously important.
She's nodding.
Wake people up to their soul purpose. We all have soul plans. We're spiritual beings having an incarnating experience. Our souls have a plan for our lives before they're born. We know there are going to be challenges, but we expect to win. Then we're born. It's harder than we thought it was going to be, and we begin to play small in the game of life. This doesn't work. What works is learning how to work with fear. Doing what it is we're supposed to do, even though it scares us right there. Stan, for example, sent a bunch of emails this morning. It scared Stan. Did that scare you to send those emails?
Oh, yeah.
But you did it anyway.
Yeah.
And how did you feel afterward?
Better.
And Stan, did you want to make those 3 phone calls?
No.
But you made them, didn't you?
Yeah.
How do you feel better or worse?
A lot better.
A lot better. And now look at this reaction. Should it be going like this, according to everything that the rule books would say?
No.
No. Should Josie be moving like that, waking up just by sitting next to the beaker?
No.
And yet she is moving and waking up, right?
It's true.
So obviously the rule book is incorrect, right?
He's nodding.
Missing certain key facts, right?
He's nodding.
Got it. How will we know when this reaction is complete? To me it looks almost done.
Almost.
Not
almost.
Stan's saying not quite. It needs to have something. Silver sparkles, maybe, right?
Could be.
Let's tune for truth. Stan, maybe just touch Josie, the touch of a human hand.
He's reaching out and taking her hand.
Hold her hands.
And now it's like her face.
Color is coming into her face.
Like she's moving her face, twitching her face. And her eyes are
moving.
And her lips are moving like she's trying to speak.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa.
Josie, we're here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She's making little noises.
Yes.
Where am I?
You're in my lab.
He's rocking her back and forth.
You're in my lab. We're making really good progress.
I'm talking.
You are talking. You are talking.
Now she's starting to cry. And he's starting to cry.
You are talking. It's a miracle.
Rocking back and forth.
We have this experiment almost patentable.
She's laughing. A little laugh.
Bing. It's like right there.
It
Now
is.
that's it. That's it. Like do a test. It's some kind of test.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's right.
There it is.
Maybe just take a teeny dropper of it and put a dropper under her tongue or something like that. Seems like that. Maybe under your own tongue first, just to be sure, right? That it doesn't sting or burn or something. Check it on yourself first. Seems fine. It actually even tastes good.
Yeah.
Okay, a drop or two under her own tongue. Wow.
And now it's like she can lift one leg and the other leg.
Just a teeny little bit,
Just a little
but
bit.
she's able to live.
And her hand, one hand, the other hand, just a little
just
bit.
a little bit. Okay, we have a lot to go with now.
That's true.
Stan, do you think that working together we can get there from here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good. So remember what counted. Of course the ingredients, getting pure ingredients made a difference. Tweaking the protocol made a difference.
Nodding.
Those things did make a difference, but what also made a difference is you took the courageous actions that were needed. You think that they weren't necessary, but they are.
Yes, he's nodding.
Okay, we'll need to repeat all of those steps as we go forward through this process, but we're getting there. Onward, onward, onward to the goal.